Hello Internet, BardicMonk here, and welcome to the new addition to Bardic Brawl, Arcade Mode! Taking inspiration from the fighting games of old, I'm making simple storylines that can be played through in a relatively short amount of time. This map represents the branching storyline. At the end of 3 encounters, the story ends. If we win all 3 encounters, we get the best ending. But if we start to lose, then the endings range from missing a tidbit of information here or there, to finding ourselves completely stuck in a different part of the world, dealing with a different threat altogether. This map is made up of 7 encounters, only 3 of which we're going to play, determined by where we win or lose. And we have the chance to earn one of 8 endings. The best ending is worth 7 points, while the worst is only worth 0. I mean, we would have to lose every single game, so 0 points for 0 wins. If you want to play along, I'm leaving the current map in the description of this video. Without further ado, let's roll the intro and get into the video. Enjoy!
Marvel Champions. Standard Select. Rapid. Hero Select. Who will you choose today? Agent Venom. Scenario Select. Rhino, Concrete Jungle.
Hello Internet, BardicMonk here, and welcome to the 3rd introduction to this video. Trust me, I don't want to have to record this whole thing, but I need to do some introductions, and I ended up having all this explanation over 30 minutes of the original intro trying to describe what this series was going to be. I instead shortened it to an animated introduction and an introduction to that introduction, so just bear with me for a second. I'll get you to the content. You should be fine. If you don't want to see any of this, don't worry about it. I got you. Check the timestamps in the video description below. Also, you can just drag on the timeline and boom, it'll cut straight to the gameplay. But before you do that, real quick, this is not a tell you to do anything. This is just to let you know there's custom content in this video. There is a custom environment. There is a custom modular set. There's a custom standard set. And there's a custom card that just starts out in play. So if you want to know anything about that, real quick, just hear me out. I'm trying to keep this to below 5 minutes. So we're already 1 minute down. That's all I got. I'll see you in a second. For anybody else who's staying with me, check this out. We have Horns of the Rhino. I'm just going to leave the card here, but the force response that we have on the first bit of this is the real problem child of this card. Pretty much when a side scheme leaves, we're going to find a copy of Charge and just attach it to Rhino. We have a situation where we have 2 side schemes in play, and we kind of want to get rid of them quickly, but we also need to pace ourselves, because if we end up doing what I was doing for the first couple of games, we're going to end up with Rhino having a base attack of 9 on his first turn, because we're playing Expert. He's going to have he's starting off in set, stage 2, and because of that he is going to have Breaking and Taken out. We're playing with a custom modular set that's called Concrete Jungle. And Concrete Jungle starts with a side scheme in play. When you get rid of it, you get one of 4 cards, and you put it in play, and it's just going to be part of your deck now for the rest of the game. That is great, but we do have Breaking and Taken and Welcome to the Jungle both out, and once we get rid of both of those, now, boom, big bang boom, Rhino now has, for some reason, 9 damage that he's just going to be throwing out at you before he gets any boosts. That's pretty rough, but let's continue. Concrete Jungle, again, it's custom content by a character online called Inkwire. Inkwire has put out some really cool custom content for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I would fully recommend. I'm still working on cutting out all these cards to make, them actually get to my table. But we have Concrete Jungle, which also adds 2 more side schemes to his deck, and some treacheries that just stun you immediately. Pretty rough times. We are combining that with the Wrathman Standard, and the Wrathman Standard I have gone over a couple times already, so pachow if you want to see the video, the spotlight in which I describe this fully, but it is a combination of the worst cards, essentially, of Standard 1, 2, and 3, and it's not like a nightmare mode, but it feels like it. I'll tell you what, and I would fully recommend playing with it if you really want to test yourself, see what you're made of. Now, with my last minute, I have to introduce my custom card called the Black Symbiote Suit. Black Symbiote Suit is a combination of the Symbiote Suit from the base game, but without any of the costs associated with it, and making it a setup card so you don't have to go digging around for a Venom suit. You just want to start as Black Suit Spider-Man, go for it. And it's combining the card that is Symbiote Suit along with Eddie Brock Venom Ally, the basic ally, and pretty much I'm getting those 2 cards and combining them in order to make my custom card. So if you're interested at all, I've left it large on the screen. Just take one of your cards in your deck, flip it face down, and that is just going to be what that card is on the table for you. Fully recommend that if you're going to play this game along with me, get that environment card for Horns of the Rhino from Kennedy Hawk on the Marvel Champions custom content page for, Hall of Heroes. I only got like 20 seconds left. And put that on your computer or on your phone and play with Rhino on Expert. With that, you should be done. I'm going to just end it here. Alright, first turn, we're going to flip. And we're going to play Multigun for a Genius and my ability. Nope. Genius and make the call. Actually, don't want to use that for Rocket. No. Auto. Ooh. Interesting. Could I do that instead? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get out Multigun with a double resource and a Grasping Tendrils. So Multigun is out. I'm going to then play Make the Call with a Grasping Tendrils and Behind Enemy Lines so that I can play Auto. And Make the Call makes it so that I can get around the play only if requirement. After we play Spider-Man from our hand. Huh, okay. I might not want to do that then. I thought if I played the card in any way, I'd be able to get out a... I'd be able to draw a card. I guess not. Alright. Instead, I'm going to play... a Venom Pistol for 1. Make the call. Instead of that, I'm going to use Grasping Tendrils to pay for that. Let's see. what order do I want to do this in? I'm going to play behind enemy lines for a make the call and innovation. I don't have an ally, so the hero response doesn't work, but I did pay for 2 mental resources, so I get to confuse an enemy. I'm going to confuse Rhino, and as a thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme. So I'm getting rid of Breaking and Taken. Breaking and Taken's out, and that makes charge. I have to attach a charge for that because of Horns of the Rhino. Then, after this is resolved, is that everything? That's all my cards. Okay. Yes, that. I'm going to use multi-gun. Yeah, I'm going to use multi-gun to get rid of 2 threat. How do I want to pace this? Because I could deal with that, so I'm just going to do 2 damage instead. I'm going to do 2 damage to Rhino, so he's down to 13. And I'm going to do a basic attack with Venom. So he's doing 2, 3. And I used Venom's pistol, so I get +1 to the power for a basic power, so 2, 3, 4. I do 4 damage, he's down to 9. And that's the end of my first turn. I draw up to 6 because of Symbiote Suit. 4, 5, 6. What do I have in hand? Got Project Rebirth, Nick Fury, good. Make the call if we need to get somebody out here. Okay, that's cool. I do have a Guardian trait, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. A response after a player plays a Guardian ally exhausts nowhere, that player draws 1 card. Okay, so I'm trying to draw a lot more. Yeah, I don't have any defensive stuff here, so let's see what happens. Now it's the villain phase. First things first, this goes up by 1. So you get 1 on the board. Because of that, it goes up by another 1. Then he's going to attack me. He's initiating an attack for 3, 6. I'm going to defend for 3, 4. I'm defending for 4 against a base of 6, 7. So I take 3 damage. I'm at 12. I took 1 from when I used my ability earlier to generate a wild resource, and I take 3 from here, right? Yeah. 3, 6, 7, minus 4, 3. So I'm down to 8. And it's now that, man, Venom Suit does make me go up by 10, so I was at 28, now I'm down to 18. Okay, that's not confusing at all. Then we get 1 encounter card, because that's just what he does, and we get another one because of Venom Suit. Then we're going to resolve this. I'm tough, he gets a tough status card. And there's nothing I want to resolve after that. Oh, this is gone as well. When Rhino attacks, it gains overkill. At the end of this attack, discard charge, yeah. And then Dark Dealings, which has 2 boost abilities. The villain schemes with +1 scheme. So he's going to scheme for 1, 2, 2. And I have to reveal this card. So this goes up by 2. And then I reveal, when revealed, choose discard a location you control or stun your hero. I don't have a location, so I'm going to stun my hero. And this is revealed. It has 3 threat. Alright. With Dark Dealings, by the way, I'm going to use the response from Black Symbiote suit. After revealing counter card, take 1 damage. Deal damage to an enemy equal to the number of icons in the card's boost area. This has 2, so I'm just going to do 2 more damage to Rhino. And that's the end of his turn. Now it's back to my turn. I started in hero form. And I'm going to remove 2 threat from a scheme. This. I'm going to play... Let's see. I'm going to play Nick Fury for strength, make the call, and a ghost spider. So that's 4. He shows up, and he can either do 2 threat from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage to an enemy. We're going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Got another Venom pistol. Let's see, Kalu. Do I have any more events? Okay, we're just going to buy ourselves 1 more turn without anything crazy going on. I'm going to play Project Rebirth for a nowhere. I'm going to play a second Venom pistol. I'm going to put multi-gun on top of those because I know what they do. For a regroup, I'm going to hold on to Kalu for right now. And we're going to flip, because I can't attack, but Nick Fury can thwart for 2. He's stunned. Okay. I'm going to get rid of 2 from here. That's going to give Nick Fury a damage, so right now he's from 3 to 2. He is exhausted. I'm going to flip. And I'm going to use Project Rebirth to heal 3 damage for myself. I'm back up to 20. And I will end my turn with that. Color's still in my hand. I've readied everybody else, and then we are drawing up to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I doing math wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know where I double counted. 7. Okay. Powering all of us. I don't have to make a call in my hand, which I probably should have kept instead of Kalu. But you live and you learn. Nick Fury's not going to block or anything, but we are back in the villain phase. This is going to go by 1, 2. It's back up to 2. He's going to scheme for 1. I don't have anything that stops scheming. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, nothing. Alright. Just going up by 1. Just 1. And then slug it out. Deal 1 damage to each character you control. This goes down by 1, and I take 1 more damage. Give the villain 1 additional boost card for this activation. Oh no. Choose 1, discard a location you control, stun your hero. I can't do either. Alright, so that's been revealed. I can't do either one of those 2 because I don't have a location. Nope, that's not a location. Okay. Then he gives me an encounter card and one more because I have the Venom suit still. I reveal this. This has 3. That's going to be great. Insight 1. Place 1 threat on the main scheme. And I have Peril. When revealed, search the encounter deck, discard pile, and set aside area for a Nemesis minion and put it into play. Engage with you. Oh boy. Venom is unique in that he doesn't have 1 Nemesis minion. He has 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Out in the field right now. Just going to put them all in a stack because I know what's going to happen to them in a second. Just going to cause a huge explosion. Set aside area, put into play, engage with you, and then shuffle. So we still don't have the set aside main scheme and side scheme, so this gets discarded. I'm going to use my response after you reveal an encounter card, take 1 damage. I am. And deal damage to an enemy equal to the number of icons in the boost cards area, so in the card's boost area, so 3. He's down to 4. And then he's got 1 more. Give Rhino a tough status card. He already has. Oh. Okay, so he doesn't take 3. He gets rid of a tough status card and then he gets it back. And that doesn't have any boost icons, so that's not get rid of that. Okay. And did prevent me from getting another surge card, so at least we got that. At the end of this, the Fury gets discarded. And it's back to the player phase. It's looking a little crazy right now, so let's see what we can do. I could possibly confuse him. I'm currently stunned. This isn't an attack. I'm going to... What's my max HP? 22. I don't think it's worth that, so I'm going to use Project Rebirth to draw 1 card. Ooh. I'm going to flip. I'm going to do a... Let's see. I'm going to remove 2 threat from a scheme. Welcome to the Jungle's out. That means that a charge does come out though. So that's a side scheme that left play. It has victory, so victory means it's out of the game. Its reaction though, when defeated, each player may choose 1 set aside New York City card and put it into play. I'm going to take the Powder Keg. When defeated, deal 2 damage to each enemy, 4 damage instead if the enemy is confused or stunned. Put that out. This starts at 2. And now this is out of the game. Rhino 1's out. The only thing that might come out would be Clintar Frenzy, so I'm going to put that up here. Then, now that I've flipped, I've done that. I'm going to... I could thwart for 3. I'm probably just going to thwart for 2. What does this do? You paid for this card using that, confuse an enemy, so I can actually confuse them and do 4 damage. Okay. Do I want to play regroup? I have more. I need to remember that I have a resource generator. We're gonna play behind enemy lines for let's get some people out here. I need some help. Actually, yeah, behind enemy lines I need to do anyway. 2, so 1, 2 for a regroup. And wait, was that mental? That was a mental and a energy. 2 mentals, a power on all of us, and regroup. Behind enemy lines, I'm going to remove 3 threat from a scheme. It's going to be powder keg. And because I can't do that. Wait, is there a way for me to ping? Can I ping him? I use savage attack first. Okay. We're holding on to regroup and power of all of us along with this. This attack is coming soon. Replace savage attack for a rapid response and a health. Savage attack. It's not that, man. A web of life and destiny and a wild resource. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. I'm gonna do. We're gonna undo that now. So we're gonna hold on to this along with a web of life and destiny and this in order to attack to get rid of stunned. Right? Then I'm going to pay the 1 and the web of life and destiny to play savage attack. I'm gonna hit enraged symbiote. This is a 5 damage attack with overkill right now, so it does 2 damage to him, 3 to Rhino. Rhino gets pinged for 1, pinged for 3, but it gets rid of tough, and it gets rid of an enraged symbiote. I'm going to then play behind enemy lines for these 2 cards. This confuses the enemy when I remove 3 threat from a scheme. Yes, I'm going to do that. 3 threat from a scheme. I'm going to get rid of powder keg. I'm doing that. Still the hero action. I'm going to confuse an enemy. I'm going to give Rhino the second confuse because he currently is steady because of long shadow. Yeah, he gains steady. Again, which is formidable foe. Is that card. So he's now actually confused. We complete behind enemy lines to get rid of powder keg. Deal 2 damage to each enemy 4 instead if the enemy is stunned or confused. So we do 2 damage to each one of these guys. They are KO'd. He takes 4 damage. He's down to 3. And we just got rid of another side scheme, so we need another charge to come out. There. So now he has a base 9 attack. I really hope we win. This would be great. I can't flip down. I need to find a way to bring down that scheme and that threat. Okay. He's going to be confused, so he can't add to that unless he gets another card. We resolve this. We have 2 more characters. I'm going to then play play major victory for 2. Because if I get an event, it's not going to change anything. So I pay for these 2 to get major victory out at 2 health. When he's defeated, I ready a friendly guardian character. I get to ready that character. And we're just going to thwart for 1. He takes 1 consequential damage. This goes down by 1. And that's, I think, everything that I could do this turn. Alright. We're going to ready everybody up. And now Rhino is going to... Well, let's see what he gets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly. Gets one of these. I have to shuffle a new deck. I should have done a lot more setup. I'm focusing too much on dealing damage and getting rid of threat. if I can just hold on to, like, both of these guys are out now, so I don't have to worry about being stunned. I might have to be worried about being confused, though. I forgot what Concrete Jungle, which is the name of that modular set, does. Top of my head, I cannot remember what it does, but the other two events, I think I flipped one, haven't I? No? No. Okay. The other two events might stop me from being able to do some more stuff. Alright. We have Gamora, Spider-Verse, Run and Gun, Avengers Mansion. Okay, now that I've said that, we're going to have Avengers Mansion out, hopefully. Only Alter Ego. Alright. He's down to 3. We can do something. It's the villain phase. We started in hero form. We're staying in hero form. No, we started in Alter Ego form that last turn. Alright. Villain phase, this goes up by 1 because we don't have another acceleration token. Sorry, icon. He's going to attack for 3, 6, 9. I'm going to block for 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm blocking 5 damage, and so -5. So 3, 6. The 6 is going to go down to 1. So 4 plus 1, 5. I take 5 damage. I'm down to 12. And I still have this for this phase. Which means I could play stuff as like reactions. Okay. We've resolved that attack. I survived. And then he gives me one at the beginning of the turn. I have one from decking out, and I get one for Symbiote suits, so now we got 3 cards that we need to resolve. Rhino heals 4 damage. So he's up to 7 again. That's resolved. Drawing nearer. After your turn begins, discard the top card of your deck. Oh, this is obligation, so I got that. Then, after your turn begins, discard the top card of your deck. Place 1 shadow counter on long shadows for each printed resource icon on that card. Alter Ego action, discard an identity-specific card from your hand. Discard this card. And Fallen Empires. So Treachery here. When revealed, choose. Discard a location you control. Take 2 indirect damage. I'm going to take 1 of that damage. I'm going to give the other one to Major Victory, so he's KO'd. When he's defeated, choose a friendly guardian character and ready that character, so I'm ready again. Oh wait, that's not an enemy. I'll discard this. Drawing near is in play. That's everything resolved. I'm going to use my reaction from the Venom suit to do 2 damage to Rhino for the 2 boost icons here. Yeah. Drawing near. I could have done it for that too. Do I want to? Yes. I'm down to 9. I'm doing 2 more. And that's the end of his turn. At the beginning of my turn, I have to discard the top card of my deck and place 1 shadow counter. So we have 1 here. I'm just going to double check if I should have done that before. No. 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 I feel like I should be getting more tokens out. No, okay. So I'm still playing correctly. Okay, so only 1 token's on here. Once this reaches 4, the Clintar Frenzy should pop up. And the other 4 Venom symbiotes are going to come out immediately. Alright. With that, now I'm going to start my turn. I'm going to get rid of 1 health. And I'm going to use Savage Attack for 1 across the... I'm going to play Gamora for 2. 2, 3. I need one more. 4 to get Avengers Mansion out. I'm going to draw a card. And I'm going to thwart for 3 to bring this down to 1. And I'm going to thwart for 2. Or I'm removing 2 threat from a scheme. I'm not thwarting. So this road to ruin is going to go down by 1. Run and gun. I think this Rhino would have a problem with Silk. Now that I'm realizing you could probably tuck all the charges. So that way... I mean, if it's reliably showing up, you might be able to tuck it. I can't remember how she works. Man, there's no way for me to play any of this. Because I don't have a web warrior character to tap. I don't have a third resource. The only thing I think I can do is then flip down. I'm still tapped, but I can use this to heal 3. I'm back up to 11. And I'm going to discard a run and gun to discard this card. And I'm going to get rid of both of these cards, so I'm drawing up fresh. That's the end of my turn. Ready everybody up. This goes up. And we are drawing 6, 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nick Fury's back. We got Spider Sense. Ooh, Nick Fury's back with power in all of us. That's good. It's all about defeated allies and Nick Fury just leaves. Okay. Flash is now incognito. First things first, this goes up by 1. Then he is going to scheme, which he doesn't because he's confused. That's good news. Then he gets 1 for this and 1 for my suit. This card gains Surge. Plans within plans. When revealed, place 4 threat on each side scheme. So this goes up to 7. Not great. Okay. This goes up to 5. There are no side schemes in play. Discard cards from the top of the counter deck. Reveal that side scheme. And that's that. With this, I'm going to take the 1 damage to do 3 damage to Rhino, and that will KO him. So, we're resolving this. What was my response? After revealing counter cards, so this has been revealed. I have resolved it. I'm doing the response. This is already resolved, so I'm done. I do the 3 damage. Now we're going to see what happens. Rhino 2 is out for the first time in my playtests ever against this deck. He's KO'd. Move to 3. A couple things happen. He has toughness, so he starts with the tough. He has 16 HP. Read everything. Read everything. When revealed, stun each hero. I'm not a hero. And Horns of the Rhino. When Rhino progresses to a new stage, find enhanced ivory horn and attach it to Rhino, which I believe is still in the deck. Yes. So this is attached to him now. I'll put that into here with him. Need 3 fist resources to get rid of that, and he has +1 base. I'm gonna shuffle the rest of this deck. And the last thing is, each player discards a card with a printed physical resource from their hand if able. Okay. So I need to discard a fist resource in my hand. None of my cards have fist resource in them, so I don't discard a card. Okay. He's back up to 16, he's got tough. And then, even 1, yes, okay. Place 1 shadow counter on long shadows. I do. Then if it has any counters on it, this card gains surge. Okay. I'm going to use my ability to take a damage. And ping him for 1. Then he reveals this. Hydra Mercenary. And that's got 3 health. And it's got guard. That's everything. Alright, and I really want to stun him this turn, and he's making it very difficult to do so. But, it's our turn, we got a lot of stuff to work on. Alright. First things first. I'm going to use this to heal 3 damage, and back up to 12. Should have done it the other way. Back up to 12. I flip. I'm going to use Avengers Mansion to draw a card. I got another regroup. I am going to play Nick Fury. You can get rid of 7 by yourself. Yeah. Alright. Nick Fury, you're going to come out with a Power in All of Us and both regroups that I have in my hand. That's 4. I'm going to have you... If you remove 2 enemy threat from a scheme, you can double down on that instead. Or I can make you draw 3 cards. I just need to set up for 1. Let's get rid of 4. He comes into play with 3. He's activating, so he's got 2. When he shows up, he's going to get rid of 2 from here. He's going to activate and get rid of 2 more. I'm going to play Spider Sense for an innovation and a... and a regroup. So play these 2. We have Spider Sense out now. That lets me draw a card when I get an attack initiated against me. That's back down to 3. I'm going to... I get throw for 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to thwart for 3. So 1, 2, 3. Get rid of Road to Ruin. I get to stun an enemy. He gets 1 stun. And I'm going to remove 2 threat from a scheme. Bring this down to 3. anything else I can do? No. No, that's everything. Okay. I got rid of Road to Ruin. Crap. I can't hurt him yet. And he's got 2 charges ready. Okay, he's got 1 charge in the discard pile right now. He has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 base, and he's going to attack me. I'm going to get rid of Rapid Response. Hopefully I can get some doubles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Venom Suit 6. Oh, this is readied. Avengers Mansion is readied. Okay. Yeah. I really need to do more. This locked and loaded currently is useless unless I can discard the searcher deck for a weapon. Nope, so that's not going to be the case either. I can use running gun and grasping tendrils could work. Okay, good. Finally, something useful. Okay. First things first, villain phase. Everybody's ready? Yeah? Good? Okay. Beginning of the game and beginning of the phase, this goes up by 1. Then he is going to initiate an attack against me. So he gets a boost card. I'm going to put that sideways. On top of that. He's initiating, so I'm going to... Spider Sense allows me to draw a card. Oh, thank you. Okay, Powder Keg, cool. So I draw a Powder Keg. I have Locked and Loaded, which I don't want to use now. Do I have another Fist or Wild? I only have... I'm going to have to use this to confuse him. Or is it confused? No, stunned. So I can stop him from attacking for 2 turns. I have to do this. Okay. He's initiating an attack against me. He got the boost card. Then I play Grasping Tendrils for 1 HP. I draw a wild resource and another wild resource with Powder Keg. To play Grasping Tendrils. When the villain initiates an attack against you, this is an interrupt. Cancel that attack. So I canceled it. If you paid for this card using only Fist resources, 2 wilds, that's correct. Stun a villain. I stun the villain. Okay. So it's not the person who's attacking you, just stun the villain. So now he's actually stunned. Spider Sense is when the villain initiates an attack against you, not an enemy. Okay. Then Hydra Mercenary activates. He's going to attack me for 1. I'll take it. And I don't have any other responses here. He's in the discard pile, by the way. Ghost Spider and Gamora, Mage Victory and Rocket. Okay. I guess Ghost Spider could work. He attacked me for 1. That's that. Instead of that, instead of taking the 1, I'll just have Nick block for 1. And then on his turn, he gets 1 of these and 1 for Symbiote Suit. And yeah. Total Annihilation Surge. When revealed, the villain attacks you. That attack gains overkill. He is stunned instead. Then, oh wait, that's 2. I'll take a 1 to do 2 damage to him. Then, erase from existence. Discard the highest cost upgrade or support you control. I think that's Avengers Mansion, yeah. Place 1 shadow counter over Long Shadows. That's still fine. 1 more, and that's going to be a problem. I'm going to use my response to get me down to 9. And do 3 more damage to him. He's down to 11. Then Shocker shows up. He's got 3 health. And I'm just going to move this over to him. I'm going to take 1 more to do 2 more damage to him. Nick Fury's gone at the end of the round. That's the player phase. 1 second. Just double checking the wording on this. After you reveal an encounter card, take 1 damage. Yeah, I'm revealing an encounter card, so each time that pops up, I could do it. Alright, just making sure. I'm down. He's down to 9. I might be able to actually win this. We'll see if I'm being reckless or not. How much damage can I do base right now? 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Does she have 2? 8, 9. I could. Okay. And we're going to win from some technically correct things happening here. Actually, no. I don't even have to summon anybody else to do it. I'm going to have Venom attack for 2, 3, 4, 5. He does 5 damage. No, he's not. Yeah, we're doing 3 damage to the mercenary. 3 damage to the mercenary. The mercenary is KO'd. Deal 1 damage to each hero. Sorry for that. Okay. For when Shocker pops up. Okay, Hydra Mercenary took the 3 damage. He's KO'd. Now I can attack Rhino. We're going to play Run and Gun for 1, 2, 3. So we paid all 3. Run and Gun, Ready Venom in each weapon. Oh, each weapon. Before I resolve that, I'm going to do 2 damage to him. He's down to 7. Then I use Run and Gun. He's back up along with Run and Gun. And then I attack him for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly 0. Okay. Man. With that, Venom defeats Rhino. I've literally tried to beat him like 5 times before this and just decided to just go with it. Man, if he got to attack me, so if it wasn't for... Okay, just playing a little slower is how you would counter him getting that, because I was consistently getting like 9 damage turns against him. Like him attacking me every turn, but I can stun a little bit more. Road to Ruin helped a little bit, for sure. Thank you. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. Alright, now that we've done everything, it's time for me to just like open this up to the comment section, because I saw everybody responding to Web Warrior Fanatic's interview with Stretch22. I'm curious if this is now overpowered. If Black Symbiote suit is the answer that everybody's been looking for, or if it's just been overpowered at this point, because the response being able to trigger regardless of whether you're in hero mode or alter ego mode. I'm taking inspiration from the fact that, like in the Venom movie, I guess the Venom movies, I've only seen the first one. I think it's only the first one. Anyway, he's getting attacked while he's in alter ego mode, when he's just Eddie Brock, and Venom is still attacking for him. So I thought it would make thematic sense if the symbiote also attacks while you're in alter ego mode. So that would be something. But yeah, if it's a 0 cost setup, and it can still get knocked out, so it's not like it's permanent. So if you need to get rid of it for one reason or another, you can. But the fact that it gives you another one of these every turn, but then it has a reason for doing that, should we now have a cost associated with this card? If you watch this and you like, or just like this card, please let me know. If it's just a little too OP, how would you fix it? And let me know. Yeah, I'm genuinely curious. So thank you all for watching. Have a great day, have a great night, and as always, stay positive.